Have you experienced you and your spouse are very happy and suddenly your spouse behaves in a very weird way? They get so upset immediately. They get sad immediately. And you are thinking, what just happened? Everything's going fine, but still, why they are doing like this? If so, then this video is for you. Now, this is confusing for you, but it is very common. But at this point of time, the couple think that maybe the love died. That is the reason this all kind of negative emotions are coming up. This sudden mood shift happens. But we have to understand, fortunately, there is an explanation for why the sudden mood shift happens. This is the secret. When you're feeling loved, when you feel safe, that is the time all your past negative emotions comes up. They want to get healed and the problem to be sorted out, which happened in the past. So now, since this is a very safe environment, since you can trust your spouse, all the negative emotions comes up to the surface of your consciousness. You feel all the negative things because you should understand this is not just happening because of the present, it is happening because of the past unresolved feelings. Everyone in this world are walking in the planet with lots of unresolved feelings in their heart. So instead of blaming our partners, we have to understand what is that thing which is bothering us from the past, and we have to heal it instead of blaming our partners. Now, let me give you a small example which is happening in my life. When I was a kid, my dad, when he comes home, he does not like any sound produced by me. So whenever I produce any sound, he gets angry. Now what happens? That was stored in my mind, and right now when my son creates any noise, automatically I get angry. Now I understand what is the reason why I get angry. It is because of the past feelings which was there in my mind that was just transferred to me by my father. Now the same logic we can apply it in our relationship. If we are getting angry, it means that we have to understand 90% of the reason why we are getting angry is not because of the present situation, it is because of the past unresolved feelings, and only 10% is because of the present situation. So during the time when we are feeling loved and safe, that is the time we project our past unresolved feelings onto the present. Previously an issue might not be an issue, but right now when these kind of all the past unresolved feelings comes up to the surface, at that time we feel so much hurt for the same problem which happened previously, for which we did not get hurt. This adult discussion during these kind of periods, it is really not the right timing, and whatever you say is highly misinterpreted. Let's say I have a wound here. Now here I don't have any wound. If somebody pokes here, I don't feel the pain because there is no wound there. But since here there is a wound, if somebody pokes exactly there at the wound, I feel the pain. The same way, when somebody speaks something which is going to bring my old, past, unresolved feelings, then I am going to feel hurt. But for the other person, they might feel like, why this person is overreacting? But they should understand we are not overreacting. There is a wound which is there inside, which we want it to get healed. That is why it is coming out at the right and safe situation or atmosphere. So what is the solution for this sudden mood shift? You have to support and request your partner to write a healing love letter. When they find all these sudden mood shifts, tell them to write a letter, and when they write a love letter, they go through their emotions. That is the time they realize what was actually bothering them. So when they find what was bothering them, they can write a love letter to that past. For example, here, when I am getting angry with my son, when I write a love letter, I understood that it is because of my past situation where my dad used to get angry when there was any sound. So when I wrote this love letter, I wrote it to my dad, and told him as if I was a kid and I was writing a love letter to him saying that this is what happened and because of which I got affected. Now, by writing like this, you are actually creating an environment which is safe and you are healing your past unresolved feelings. Now, this letter, when you give this to your spouse, they understand where you are coming from. And based on that, they have that empathy for you and they start supporting you because you asked, you shared what was there in that past thing. Now, the problem comes when your past unresolved feelings, if you want to share with your spouse, but you feel so shameful and very, very bad, that is the time you should talk to a therapist where he can understand without any judgments. He can give you a solution. Or you can talk to somebody, a third person who is not going to be so intimate with you because your partner is going to be intimate, and there are so many people who feel so embarrassed to share their so much personal stuff which is going to bother them when they share with their spouse. So use the therapist at this time so that you get the support and your past is also getting sorted out. Like there are 4 seasons, spring, summer, autumn and winter, relationship is also going through such season. We have to understand at what season we are in and accordingly we have to nurture, like how we are nurturing the plant by pouring water and taking out the weeds. Now, the first thing is springtime. Here you feel like everything is good. You are getting abundance of love. You are giving so much amount of love. You never even could imagine that there could be a problem with your spouse. This is springtime. The next is summertime. After some time, you feel like they are also imperfect. And there are so many differences between you and your spouse. Now, this is the time you have to nurture the relationship. The next is autumn. In the autumn, whatever you have nurtured in the summer time, they are going to give you fruits. So you are going to enjoy the benefits of the things, whatever you have done in the summer. The next is winter. This is a time where people shift their moods. They feel very weird, sometimes happy, suddenly they go to the sad state. This is a time they have to talk to themselves and understand what was the past thing which is bothering them and then heal the past unresolved feelings. And once they have done it, again spring is going to come, again happy relationship is going to start. With this, I'm ending the series of this relationship videos and I will see you tomorrow in a next set of video. And as always, sharing is caring.